Now that the housing market has a pulse again, people are starting to ask how solar affects the resale value of a home. The news is excellent. The main reason most people go solar is the immediate savings. But as John Collins found out, the long-term view is also outstanding.
But if you're already a homeowner, how does adding solar stack up in the resale market? Well, here to answer that question, Sherry Stoneberger, noted Bay Area realtor. Sherry, what kinds of things have made the most difference over the last 20 years or so?
I think in the Bay Area, the remodeling, kitchens, baths, opening up floor plans have made a big difference in the way a homeowner looks at his place and how they live.
So how does solar stack up against something like a remodeled kitchen? Are you getting as big a bump in sales from solar as you would from a nice kitchen?
I think that that's coming because people are keyed into what solar does, solar energy does to the pocketbook and the efficiency of a home. I know in resales that, a lot of the newer developments have several homes that have used the solar, and those definitely are very, very fast to sell.
Yeah, at some point you're going to lay out all the bills and the expenses of the home, and when they get to that electric bill and they see zero there, that's a nice moment.
Oh yes, it absolutely is, and we always include that in our disclosure in our presentation to homeowners or potential homeowners of the house.
What's selling faster for you?
Well, certainly houses that are remodeled, that have a great flow, and energy efficient homes sell faster.
So with a solar system, you've got a leg up.
That's correct. Yes, we certainly do. I mean, if we have a home that has zero energy bills versus one that doesn't, it's a no-brainer. It's sold.
There you go. Whether you're looking at a new home or you're looking at an existing home, solar makes sense because it makes dollars and cents. Welcome to Summerhill Homes Renaissance at Rubion Development. I'm here with Robert Freed, CEO of Summerhill Homes. And Robert, you guys have done a lot of stuff to go green here.
We have, and it's a commitment that our company made to being a green builder, as well as a commitment we've made to our consumers to provide them a great energy efficient home.
Now, most businessmen wouldn't make a commitment unless it just made good business sense. Why does it make business sense for you guys?
The majority of our competition, as we've defined it, is the resale market, because we build smaller projects where there's typically not other new homes near us. So when our consumer, potential buyer, is looking at our home versus an alternative in the resale market, we think the energy efficiency of our home, and in particular the solar panels that we offer as standard here, gives us a leg up on the competition.
And you guys aren't just doing solar. There's a whole list of green things you guys do.
There is definitely a whole list.
We just happen to have that list.
I brought it with me. So there are things that go on behind the scenes in terms of insulation and making sure that possible air leaks are caulked and protected. And the things that you see more easily are our solar panels, the tankless water heaters, Energy Star appliances, upgraded windows, upgraded filters, low flow toilets. And we end up, after all of that, being 15% more energy efficient than the minimum standards set by Title 24. And then there are a few options that our consumers can...
You're more green than officially green.
That's a good way of looking at it. I don't know if that's a dark green or really light green, but we're green.
You're green in a very real way.
Yeah.
Now, tell me a little bit about the solar. You guys have it standard here. But even if you were offering an option to go solar, what's the payback on that?
The payback, as we understand it, is about 7 years for homes of this size. So relatively quick in the long term of home ownership.
So it really makes sense, even if it weren't built in. At Renaissance at Rubion, of course, it's built in. But even if it weren't, it still makes sense.
Well, I think it makes sense from a payback standpoint, and even if you're looking at buying a home and you say, I think I'm going to be in this home from 5 to 7 years, and you're questioning the payback, think about it in terms of the added resale opportunity that offering solar to the next buyer of your home will be. And I think as energy costs continue to escalate, the advantages will be more easily recognizable.
It just gets easier and easier from an investment standpoint.
Absolutely. I see nothing on the horizon that says energy is going to get less expensive. And on a day like today, as you can see, I could use some solar energy air conditioning right now.
It's getting hot out here.
It's getting hot, but that solar is going to kick in and that meter is going to start running backwards, and hooray.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to see. So why partner with a company like PetersenDean? You guys are using them for the roofing and solar here. Why PetersenDean?
A company that's been around a long time, a company that I've done business with for a long time, that I I trust. In our business, we're selling the biggest consumer product that most people ever purchase in their life, and if something goes wrong, I want a trusted business partner that will treat my customers as seriously as I do.